For the second half of question 1 in Unit 10, we'll make exactly the same sort of calculation we made for the first half. We'll take our monthly payment of $1231.43 and break it into two parts, the part that reduces the principal and the part that pays the interest. The only tricky part is that in beginning, we need to know what payment is the first payment of the 10th year. A natural mistake is to think that if there are 12 payments per year and 10 years, then we must be talking about payment number 120. But the 120th payment is actually the last payment of the 10th year. The way to figure out the number of the first payment is this. Each year there are 12 payments. In the first 9 years, there must be a total of 108 payments. The very next payment, payment number 109, is the first payment of the 10th year. Let's look then at payment number 109. Before we make that payment, we owe this amount to the bank. After we make it, we owe this amount, a little less. The difference is the amount that the 109th payment, the first payment of the 10th year, reduces the principal. That's this amount minus this amount, $332.57. Each month we pay the same amount, $1231.43. If this part of the $1231.43 pays to reduce the principal, the rest must be going to pay the interest. That is, if we take $1231.43 and subtract off the amount for reducing the principal, what we have left must be the interest. Again, we could just as well have calculated this number directly and subtracted it away from $1231.43 to get this one. What is the interest owed for this month? It's the amount we owed during the month, that's this, before we made our 109th payment, times the monthly interest rate, which is 0.52%. Notice that our answer is the same using either method of calculation. So this is the answer. Our payment in the first month of the 10th year breaks down into $332.57 for reducing principal and $898.87 for the interest. One last point to notice, though, is that our first payment is used mostly for paying interest, and only a small part reduces the principal. Later, 10 years into the loan, a much larger part is used for reducing the principal, and a smaller part pays the interest. This makes sense because as the loan goes on, we owe less and less. The amount for the interest is therefore less and less, and more of that same equal monthly payment can be used for reducing the principal.